Hey everyone, it's Sunny. This is going to be my May favorites video. Now this is a video I never thought I would actually make. If you follow me on Instagram or if you saw my previous video, you'll know that my camera broke and I actually broke a couple of weeks ago, 3 or 4 weeks ago, and then I went around all the camera shops trying to look for one that would fix it immediately, and they all said 2 to 3 weeks that they have to send it off to whatever Nikon dealership, like somewhere in the middle of France. So I thought that this would be the case, that I wouldn't be able to make any videos. By some miracle, it came back in 4 days, so I am able to make my May Faves video. And so I actually don't have a ridiculous amount of products to go through, but the ones I do, I love even more. And also at the end of this video, I'm going to just quickly talk you through what I'm wearing right now. I am actually wearing a couple of the Fave products as well, because often, like, in your comments you guys ask us like, what lipstick are you wearing or what eyeshadow are you wearing, and so this way, I don't know why I've never done this before. I know that a lot of people do that, but you know, I don't necessarily like always think of stuff. So I'm just gonna get started with the favorites part first. So I'm gonna start with face, and I have a beauty combo that I have been wearing a lot, and this was inspired by Kristen Game, Lipstick Vanessa, and Michelle MLC. I'll put the links to their channels below, because I saw a meetup that they had in Chicago, and Kristen had her not her whole makeup, but just her face makeup redone at the Guerlain counter. Love the way her skin looked. I immediately went to get, first of all, the primer. So this is the Meteorites Perle Light, and this one is the Light Diffusing Primer in gold. Now, I've had the one with the pink pearls before. As far as the effect that I get from this versus the pink one, there isn't that much difference actually. I love both. I mean, it's such a luxury kind of primer, I think, and it does make me feel amazing using it. I'm already worried because I've like gone through so much of it, like in just a matter of a couple of weeks. I really don't want to use it up too quickly, but it's a beautiful primer. It is light diffusing, and especially if you use it with something that has an SPF on it, you will get flashback in the evening. So I wouldn't recommend it as you know, if you know you're going to have your picture taken with a flash, wouldn't necessarily recommend it for that. But it does give you a beautiful glow, and it does help your makeup stay. Now, I combine it with, the reason why this is one of the reasons why I was talking about SPF right now, with the Guerlain Lingerie Depot BB. This is actually Beauty Booster, it's called, and my shade is in light. Now, this has an SPF of 30. It's weird, it's better than a normal BB cream in my opinion. And you never get that kind of grey cast that you can with some BB creams, so I absolutely love it. It stays on perfectly, so when you use these two together, stays on amazingly well the whole day. I do, because I've got combination skin, so towards the end of the day I will get a little bit of like more of a glow, a dewy glow instead of, I would say, an oily glow. But I really don't mind that, because I actually think it looks, you know, quite nice and healthy. But I have taken a picture of myself with flash after dark, and just if I can find it, I'll put it here. But it's, yeah, it will flash back, and you will get a wider face than you do your neck. But also, I mean, an SPF of 30 like this has, you can't get away from flashback, unfortunately. Now, I have also been using that same primer with a much cheaper foundation that I am still loving. I think this was my favorite either last month or the month before, but I need to say it again because I am so in love with it. It is the Bourjois Healthy Mix Serum version of the Healthy Mix foundation, and I am a 53. This stays on like magic. Like, it just stays on. It says 16 hours. I would probably say it does kind of stay on 16 hours in my combination skin for sure, and with a primer and with a little bit of like powder on your T-zone, it does stay on amazingly well. I'm wearing it today, and I've got actually 2 brides, I've got 2 weddings today, so my makeup will definitely need to stay like fresh until, you know, the very end of the day. So I think like for the price, I think this is €15, something like that here in Paris. It's absolutely amazing, amazing. So I can highly recommend it. What I can't recommend from the same range is I actually bought their under eye concealer. Can't recommend that. I'll talk about it when I do my, when I run through what I'm wearing on my face today, because that is an under eye concealer that I put on first, and then I had to put another one on top because I didn't feel like it did the job. But this one is such a favorite. While we're talking about foundations, I'm going to show you my new Tom Ford brush. This is the Tom Ford O2 brush. It is the cream foundation brush. However, I seldom use cream foundations. I tend to use liquid foundations, and there's absolutely no reason why you couldn't use this with a liquid foundation. It's beautiful. It's very dome shaped. It's actually like a almost like a short-haired small blush brush. I think you could probably do cream blush with this really well. I haven't tried it because I usually use the MAC 180 for that. But it is so soft. It buffs in liquid foundation like a dream. And I keep meaning to go and get Tom Ford's the cream foundation stick, because I want to try them two together. I think that together they'd be absolutely amazing. But yeah, love, love, love this. I feel bad because it's like, it's really predictable that every single month when I do my favorites, there's going to be a Tom Ford brush in there, but that is my project of the year. So if you're a new subscriber, I'm buying one Tom Ford brush a month because they're so expensive that I can't afford to buy more than one. And then by the end of the year, I'm going to have 12, which is exciting. But yeah, amazing brush. Love, love, love it. Now, a much cheaper brush is the Sonja Kashuk contour brush. This doesn't have like a number or a name, but it is a flat top, extremely stiff brush, and this is beautiful for kind of contour. I haven't actually done contouring today, but like contouring up essentially. So if you like, for example, Illamasqua's Hollow or any other cream kind of, or Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate, this one does a beautiful job because you can just kind of flick it up. It's a wonderful, wonderful brush. It's very similar to Illamasqua's Blush Up brush, but this obviously, for Americans, you know, this one is super easy to get. For us, not so. And this was actually sent to me by my friend Sue, so thank you very much, Sue. I love the brush. But it's just the way that you can kind of really get in there and brush it up. It's fantastic. I love this brush. Thank you, Suze. I actually only have, I haven't been trying out any new eyeshadows whatsoever. I've just been using the ones that I have, but I do have a new favorite liner, and it is the Superliner Blockbuster by L'Oreal. Now this is the first time probably you're ever gonna hear me talk about this type of a liner. It is, okay, quick minus. This cap broke almost immediately, so it broke into two pieces straight after I opened it. So that's a little bit annoying. So you kind of have to take it off in two pieces. So this is a very kind of normal liquid liner. But what I love about this is you can really smudge it out with black eyeshadow. So I'm wearing it today as a liner. Now, I don't normally wear this type of marker liners because either they are a little bit too wet, so they kind of like, you really have to wait for them to set, or they're too thick, and when you try and smudge out the liner, they kind of crack. This one, on the other hand, just smudges out beautifully, stays put super, super well, so I've had no problems with it transferring or running or anything like that, so I love this. Now this is this month's favorite that is back from hiatus. This is the Makeup Forever Aqua Seal, and I talked about this last summer. I've got a review and I'll link to it here. But the Aqua Seal, actually, because we've had such a really, really, really bad spring, and it's been very windy and the weather has been bad, and when it's very windy my eyes really tend to water. So what I do is, do I have a Q-tip here? I don't have a Q-tip here. I put a couple of dots on the back of my hand and I dab a Q-tip, and then I do the corners of my eye with this. So then my like my eyeshadow or mascara, none of it starts running down, because I tend to get like a little bit of watering on my outer corner of my eye. So this one has been, it's back on my favorites list and back on my kind of daily use list. lashes while we're talking about eyes. My favorite lashes of the month are the ones that I'm wearing right now. I think I Instagrammed a picture of these a few days ago as well, and they are the Red Cherry 110s, and I'll try and look down and kind of keep looking down. If I remember, I'll take a picture, a proper picture of these and insert it here, because you can obviously see like the shape of the lash a lot better when my eyes aren't moving, but hopefully you'll be, they're long, they're starry-eyed, they're beautiful. I love them. I love Red Cherry lashes anyways. They're so cheap and so good. Like I love them. So yeah, love. 2 lip products, or it's kind of like, it's 2 shades of the same lip product, and these are the NYX Extreme Lip Creams. I'm wearing both of them today. So I initially put on the natural one. I thought a little bit too light, so then I just layered the peach fuzz on top of this. I'll swatch them in my hand. They're both kind of like super neutral anyways. When I first got these, I didn't like them. They are kind of that milky, opaque, I'll show you, like super opaque, like milky opaqueness, and when you put it on your lips, I just go, no, it's gonna be too sticky, too opaque, too just like, it feels like you've got too much on your lips. But what I do is I first line my lips, then put this on, and then I use a lip brush to kind of really blend it in. And when you do that, it gives you a matte, beautiful, well, creamy matte, beautiful coverage, stays on for ages, and it doesn't feel gloopy or like you've got too much on your lips. So if you've tried these on your hand and thought that they're going to be like too much, use it with a lip brush and you might like them. I definitely do, and for the price, I mean, you can't go wrong. You absolutely can't go wrong. One blush, love, and this is Illamasqua's blush in Hussy. So it's bright, but you can wear it very sheerly. I'm wearing it today, and I hope my cheeks don't look like this. I just very lightly put it on my cheeks. It's so fresh. This is beautiful for anyone with like darker skin tones because it's so pigmented, but women with lighter skin tones as well. Like if you've got porcelain skin, like a very light dusting of this will look beautiful on you. And it is scary, but almost the fact that it looks really scary makes it more exciting to use. I love Illamasqua blushes, I do. I love their powder blushes, I love their cream, what is it with me today? Cream blushes. I love all of their blushes. So this one is a beautiful, beautiful product. 2 more things. I'm not actually wearing any nail polish today. I apologize, I'm going to do my nails in a bit. C&D's Sticky Base Go. I've been after this for so long, we can't get it here in Paris, and so a friend of mine, she went to America and did a little ultra haul for me. So this was one of the things I got, and I love it. It does definitely extend the life of my nail polish. It's a great base, and that's all I have to say about that. One more thing, and this is, oh sorry, I thought one more thing. Actually, there's 3 more things. I'll be quick. Body cream. Bioderma Atoderm Nourishing Cream. This is for dry to very dry sensitive skin. Amazing moisturizer. Don't use this in the morning or you're gonna have to wait forever to get dressed. I use this after a shower at night. So I'll shave my legs usually at night, and if I'm showering at night, I will put this on and you wake up with baby soft skin. Like my elbows, the first time I used this, my elbows were, for the first time in ages, like completely baby soft. I tend to get really dry skin in my elbows. I think I've heard Tammy from Uppy Speeds talk about this as well, and it is super, super moisturizing. She loved it too. I'll put a link to her channel as well below. And I would compare it to, I don't remember if she did, but I would compare it to Giel's Crème de Corps, and I do use that one as well, but like with that one I have to wait to get dressed. I can't just get dressed immediately or your skinny jeans feel really, really skinny afterwards. So yeah, this is a lovely product. And I'm just going to do another mention for this because I have to. SKII Facial Treatment Essence. I've used way too much. I mentioned this in my last month's favorites. I've been using it for a couple of weeks then. Now I've been using it for a month and a half, and I love it. I can see a difference in my skin for sure. Like the pigmentation is better, the general quality of my skin is better, everything. It just is amazing. I am crying because it actually goes quite fast and I really don't want it to go very fast. It is expensive, but to me it's worth it. I'm not a serum girl, so I love this. Last thing is actually a candle. This is a French brand. It's called Giel de Vaca, and I'll put the name below. And this is a, I think this is a Parisian one. It's made in France, but this says Création Paris. So it's probably a Parisian brand actually. And I see it every once in a while in shops. And this is in Noir, which means black tea. And the smell is just, it does smell a little bit like black tea, like a very fragrant black tea. It really fills your apartment with the scent, and I absolutely love it. Whenever I see this, I buy it. And compared to, for example, Diptyque, which is over 40 euros, this is, I think, 16 euros or something like that, maybe 20. Anyways, less than half the price. I love it, and there's something about the smell as well, and it really does kind of like scent the whole apartment. So, well, not the whole apartment. The immediate room and a little bit outside where I'm burning this, but it's fantastic. So on my face I am wearing the Guerlain primer that I talked about before, and also with the Healthy Mix foundation that I also talked about earlier in this video. So together I love them. I set it with my Laura Mercier Universal, this is just a white universal powder. And then for the under eyes, I actually, because I bought this recently and I thought, because I love the Healthy Mix so much, I would love this. Not so. This is the Healthy Mix Brush Concealer, Illuminating and Anti-Fatigue. I don't see it doing either, to be honest. I don't like it. It didn't really hide my dark circles. It's just, and the shade is, I just didn't like it. So I actually ended up wiping most of it away and just using my trusty Armani. Which one is this called? Armani High Precision Retouch in 1, because it works. Then as a, let's see, my blush was Illamasqua Hussy, as I showed you before. And as a tiny touch of bronzer, I'm using the Lorac Tantalize Me Baked Bronzer. Not very much actually at all. I wasn't into a contouring mode today. The lashes, as I mentioned before, are the Red Cherry 110s. And then on my eyes, I first used Intense Shadow, so CoverGirl's, hold on. CoverGirl's Intense Shadow Blast in 815. So this is a cream eyeshadow, primer and cream eyeshadow into. It lasts super well. So I kind of like did the whole moving part of my eyelid with this. Then I used Max Patina all over on top of it, like the whole thing. And then on I used the Naked 2 palette. I used Snakebite as just slightly kind of do an outer V, but again it was like super light. And I also used Foxy as just to clean up around. I did use Blackout to smudge out the liner, and the liner was the one I mentioned in the video just before, the L'Oreal Superliner Blockbuster. And on my lashes, I mean the fake lashes I showed you before, I'm using the Lumine Truly Bold and Curly Mascara. The wand is amazing. Apart from that, I don't actually like the formulation. The wand is quite unusual. I love the wand and I almost feel like I want to save the wand and use it with other mascaras, if that makes any sense. But the formulation I'm not so crazy with. I've only used it a few times, so it could be one of those mascaras that gets better with age. Who knows? And then on my brows, I'm using the Dior Eyebrow Pencil in 453 Sable. And my lips are Dior Linen, firm favorite. And then, as I mentioned before, it's kind of like the combo of the two colors, Nude Peach Fuzz and Natural by NYX. And I also dabbed the tiniest bit of the Aquafix just on the outer corners of my eyes because it's windy again today, so I don't want it to run. Oh, I almost forgot. I did use, I'm not really using a highlighter today, but I did use the Hourglass Ambient Powder in Ethereal Light, just kind of like on the, I don't really use it on the center part of my face, I just use it kind of on the outside part of my face. I didn't want to go very glowy, I more wanted to be like satin, I guess. So yeah, that is it, I think, on everything on my face, and that is it for my May faves. I'm going to be shooting more videos very, very soon. It's a busy, super busy season right now here in Paris, because it seems like the whole world is getting married in Paris. But yeah, I will have time and I will make time to shoot lots more videos. So thank you so much for watching, and thank you for sticking with me through my First I had lighting trouble, then I had camera trouble, I have all sorts of technical trouble forever. But so thank you for sticking with me, and thank you so much for subscribing, watching, commenting, liking, all of that. And I will see you again really, really soon. Bye!